So welcome to all of you, and today we are going to discuss cell biology lecture, and it is my lecture 3. Okay, and this lecture has been uploaded by the chemistry tutorial. Okay, and the credit goes to the Nemisher because they uploaded this. So first of all, we will ask to you that my two lecture has already been have already been uploaded. So please see that. After that, you will after that you will watch this. Okay. Okay, so so in this lecture we will discuss regarding the ribosomes. So it is what is ribosome? It is the macromolecular machines, okay, and perform biological protein synthesis, okay, and through the messenger RNA translation process. Ribosome link amino acid together in the order specified by the codons of messenger RNA molecules to form polypeptide chains. Okay, so since ribosome synthesis protein, okay, so different types of process has been carried out by by ribosomes, and in this, first of all, ribosomes link amino acid together in the order specified the codons a messenger RNA molecules to form polypeptide chain. Okay, this polypeptide chain further leads to the protein. Okay, so ribosome consists of two major components. One is small, while other is a large ribosomal subunits. Okay, so each subunit consists one or more ribosomal RNA. Okay, and it is represented by rRNA molecules and many ribosomal proteins. Okay, uh, okay. So these actually this paragraph saying that these subunits means small and large ribosomal units containing one or more ribosomal RNA molecules and many ribosomal proteins also. Okay, the ribosome and associated molecule and also known as translational apparatus. Okay, so this ribosome and associated molecules, okay, which help to for synthesis of proteins. Okay, um, proteins is called translational apparatus. Okay, so next we will talk about the ribosomes are minute particles consisting of RNA associated protein that functions to synthesis protein. Actually, this part I have already discussed. Okay, proteins are needed for many cellular functions such as repairing damage or directing chemical process. Okay, so these protein synthesis which is carried out by the ribosome help for the many cellular functions, okay, such as repairing damage or directing chemical process. Okay, ribosome can be found floating with the cytoplasm or attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. Actually, what happened here in cytoplasm, very minute granules like structure is present, and then they exist in means they are looking like floating in that cytoplasm. Okay, so that's why this is called ribosome can be found floating within the cytoplasm. Okay, are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, actually two types of endoplasmic reticulum is present inside the cell. One is smooth, while another is smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum. In rough endoplasmic reticulum, granules like structure are present on the upper surface of the, or you can say outer surface of the endoplasmic reticulum, and these endoplasmic reticulum, due to the presence of these ribosomes, is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, bacterial ribosomes are found in 20 nm. Actually, size is very small in diameter and are composed of 65% ribosomal RNA and 35% ribosomal proteins. Actually, our ribosomes consist of ribosomal RNA and ribosomal proteins, but in eukaryotes and prokaryotes, bacteria is prokaryotes. So the difference only percentage of ribosomal RNA and ribosomal proteins. Okay, eukaryotic ribosomes are between 25 to 30 nm, means it is larger as compared to a prokaryotes, and diameter with with a ribosomal RNA to protein in that ratio that is close to it. Okay, so the difference between the bacteria eukaryotic ribosomes are exploited by pharmacological chemists to create antibiotics that can destroy the bacterial infections without harming the cells of the infected person. Due to this difference in their structure, the bacterial 70s ribosomes are vulnerable to these antibiotics, while the eukaryotes 80s ribosomes are not. Okay, actually, this paragraph saying some antibiotics are selective and they only act on the um, only a specific part, means a specific 70s ribosomes. Okay, so, it is present in the bacterial cell. Okay, so they will attack only on the bacterial ribosome, while it is inactive against the eukaryotic ribosomes, which is found at TS. Okay, even though mitochondria possess ribosomes similar to the bacterial ones, and bacterial mitochondria are not affected by these antibiotics because they are surrounded by a double membrane that does not easily admit these antibiotics to the organelles. Actually, the presence is also seen in the mitochondrial matrix. Okay, and since mitochondria is double layered, I have discussed earlier that mitochondria is covered by the double layered, and okay, so that's why these antibiotics are unable to reach on that matrix. Okay, so that they are not able to destroy the ribosomes. The ribosome is a complex cellular machine. It is largely made up of specialized RNA known as ribosomal RNA, as well as domains of distinct proteins. Okay, dozens of, sorry for that, dozens of distinct proteins that exact number varies slightly between species. Actually, okay, so this part I have already explained. Okay, the ribosomal protein and messenger and ribosomal RNA are arranged into two distinct ribosome pieces of different sizes, known as large and small subunits of ribosomes. Okay, so if you talk about the what is the composition of small and large subunits, so the in this part ribosomal proteins, okay, and ribosomal RNA is present. Okay, a noteworthy counter example, however, includes the anti-neoplastic antibiotics, which is chloramphenicol, which successfully inhibits the bacteria 50S and eukaryote mitochondria 50S ribosomes. Okay, so it is selectively binds, okay, to the 50S ribosomes, which is present in the bacterial cell file. It selectively bind the 50S ribosomes, which is present in eukaryotes. Means only these effect only on the 50s. Okay, if which is common in both. Ribosome consists of two subunits fit together and work as a translate the messenger RNA into the polypeptide chain during protein synthesis. Because they are formed from two subunits of non-equal size, they are slightly longer in axis than in diameter. Okay, so actually this line explains that it is made up of a small and large unit, and the composition is their ribosomal RNA and proteins. Okay, dozens of proteins, and translate the messenger RNA into polypeptide. Okay, so okay, polypeptide chain during protein synthesis means the protein synthesis process takes place where ribosomal RNA to messenger RNA into polypeptide chain. Polypeptide chain further furnish the what proteins. Okay, so next we will talk about some historical point of view regarding the ribosome, first observed in mid 1950 by the cell biologist George Emil Pallade. Okay, so discovery credit goes to the Pallade using the electron microscope as a granules types. Okay, the term ribosome was given by the Richards B. Roberts. Okay, and if you talk about structure, then you can see this one. This is the small unit of ribosome. This is the large unit, and large subunit I have mentioned here. This is large and this is small. Okay, and different codons are present in between the large and small units, and some transfer RNA is also present, and they help to the synthesis of amino acid chains. Okay, okay, so it is the structure of which ribosomes. Okay, so sites of protein synthesis, high content of ribosomal RNA, they are present free in cytoplasm or attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum, consist of two subunit, large unit and small units. Prokaryotic, in prokaryotic composition is this one, 70s 50s plus 30s, and eukaryotes 80s plus 80s, either 80 or 60 plus 40s. Okay, so some important question has been I have wrote down here, where the first one is ribosome involving. So it involves in protein synthesis, and high content of ribosomal RNA is present in ribosomes. Okay, types of ribosome in prokaryote is 70, 50 plus 30. Okay, so some questions has been asked in several competitive exams, so please try to solve it. Okay, next we will talk about the endoplasmic reticulum. So Gardner in 1897 discovered this one, and the term ergastoplasm. Okay, so they give the term ergastoplasm, okay, in 1897. So they are interconnected network of tubules and vesicles and extend from nucleus to plasma membrane. Two types of these are two types: rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. uh, okay, so depending on the presence of ribosomes, if ribosomes are the present on the endoplasmic reticulum, then it is called rough endoplasmic reticulum, and if it is absent in, then it is called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so they rough endoplasmic reticulum involved to the synthesis of proteins. A smooth endoplasmic reticulum synthesis the phospholipid, cholesterol, and steroids. And smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it is the glycogen metabolism sites for, okay, site for glycogen metabolism, means a smooth endoplasmic reticulum involved in the glycogen metabolism, removes the phosphate group from G6P and release free glucose in blood. Okay, sarcoplasmic reticulum stores and release calcium ions the channel, the trigger contraction in the muscle cell. Okay, so they involved in the contraction of muscles also. Okay, in liver and kidney, detoxify drugs, toxin and carcinogens. So there are lots of function of endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so okay, so okay, so it is all about the I have discussed today, ribosomes and then endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so next we will okay, so it is all about today. Okay, so in lecture 3 I have covered the ribosomes and endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so please guys, please see, please read it and watch carefully, and if you have any queries regarding these topics, then please write down your comment in the comment box. We will solve your problem. Okay, so thank you for all.